hello there. Yes, well, I've managed to survive the night and I live to fight another day, I'm pleased to say. Anyway, today is the publication of the government's draft guidelines on trans people in schools, and as I've been saying for the last few days, it's going to make a lot of people unhappy. So there was a sort of part of me that was quite enjoying the show yesterday and sort of pulled up a chair with a popcorn and other metaphors. Yes, indeed. The government sort of dragged out for the media around Oliver Dowden for some reason, Cabinet Secretary. I'm not quite sure. I guess no one else wants to touch it at the moment because it doesn't do all of those headline grabbing things that everyone has been assuring us for 6 months it was going to. So anyway, we'll see what it's like in full today, but let's just see what Oliver Dowden had to say about what teachers should be doing. We need to put all children's safety first, and I think we need to have an appropriate scepticism about social transitioning whilst, of course, respecting the children that are in that situation. Yes, indeed, we should be doing that, shouldn't we? Or just what we're doing at the moment. Basically, this guidance is non-statutory, so teachers will carry on doing what they're doing because they know best. Sorry, but they just do. Other people really don't. And the usual sort of handful of very, very vocal transphobes that we have in this country, who obviously represent the huge silent majority that they always do. Just look at the crowds for Posey Parker. Sometimes there are tens of them. Yeah, all that lot. We're really not having a good day yesterday as well. I'll point you to James Esses, a man who as now appears to have been taking legal action or sending off letters to people to get them not to say rude things about him, and he appears not to sort of want to actually pursue that any further. Anyway, he managed to put up yesterday, which I thought was a hoot, this sex assigned at birth line. Okay, even if there was no doctor present, even if there was no birth certificate, okay, that child will still be either male or female because sex requires neither assigning nor recording. It simply is. Yes, indeed. Now, I'm sure there's lots of you out there that could drive a coach and horses through that statement, but you'd be wrong because we live in a binary universe and there's only what James says. All right, okay? There isn't anything else. Look into my eyes. There is nothing else there. Yes. And don't say rude things about him. Miriam Gates was having a very bad day yesterday for a reason or another, has been reported to parliamentary standards because she's letting the side down. We're not quite sure with how, but she was quoted yesterday, and again, just love this. Being able to tell the difference between a man and woman is not a matter of acquired knowledge. It's instinctive as being able to tell up from down. Indeed, our survival as a species depends on it. And I was thinking to myself, I was trying to construct yesterday a scenario whereby the survival of the species as humans relies on distinct differences, which are definitely biological, between men and women. I'm reminded of the hoo-ha about French Miss World contestants who have short hair. Presumably that would lead to mass deaths because somebody might accidentally from the back think she was a bloke or something. I don't know. Answers on a postcard, as ever. The joyful news yesterday is for Christmas, obviously, because Enoch Burke is going to get to stay in prison at Christmas. I'm sure he'll very much enjoy it there, and it'll give him plenty of time for prayer and reflection. Not that he'll change his mind, of course, because he, like so many other people, has God on his side. And finally, Graham Linehan has thrown all of his weight behind Amy Gallagher, who's going to be a London mayoral candidate for the SDP. No, not those. The new SDP. They're a bit different. Yes. Anyway, Lost Deposit, Lozafox, Allah. beckons, I'm sure. So we'll see exactly the how huge the silent majority is in terms of the enormous number of Londoners that will get behind her, as we well know. Yes, indeed. Anyway, these people were not having a good day yesterday, and I can't say I'm wildly unhappy about that because they do inflict an awful, awful lot of misery on other human beings. So at this time of year, that's not very pleasant. Before I cough, have a lovely day.